Hello, Magi here, and today we're going to be doing something special. Well, today should be the, when I'm uploading, should be like the 4-year anniversary of my channel doing Touhou content. So, you know what? Let's kick it back a bit. So, you remember last year I did the whole collab, which was fun, but this time I wanted to relax a bit because I actually wasn't able to think of anything creative. So, I thought I'd use this video as kind of a, what do you call it? A reflection, if you will, of what's happened over the years for Touhou. Oh, excuse me. So I'll be focusing on Canon content, what's came out, released by Zune and all that, and then I'll be focusing on myself and my channel and whatnot, alright? So yeah. So, now you may be noticing what I'm playing right now. I'm playing Adventures of Scarlet Curiosity, and the thing is, this is on Steam, okay? So this game is on Steam now, which I had to buy because I did a playthrough with it and I fucking loved the game. So I had to buy it, even though I'm probably never gonna be playing it again, just because I got my money's worth, whatever I paid for. I have no idea. It was definitely not above like $50-$60 or whatever, right? So I got my money's worth. I'm happy with it, so I buy it to support it, right? And hopefully, encourages more Touhou fan games like these to get released. Anyway, so why I'm playing right now is just because I want to try to show you guys this game and maybe, have a little fun as well. And maybe it'll help me gather my... Actually, it'll probably be worse when it comes to gathering my thoughts, but might as well do this as well, just to make things more fun for me, alright? Plus, yeah, I kind of like, since it's in English, you don't have to worry about translation, which is all good, because, that would really be annoying. Alright, there's some little details here and there that they made to change to make things better, which I really liked. But anyway, that's besides the point. So let's look over the canon stuff that's happened for Touhou, okay? So when it came to canon stuff, we're gonna look at the print works first. So in terms of Wild and Horn Hermit, nothing too big change as far as I'm wary. It dealt with at least as of this recording, with the chapters we have. I think it was like 44 and 45 that came out this year, because I'm looking at chapters that came out 2018. 2018, what did it have again? We had the whole the Saints dealing with this the two Saints, and then the Mirroring Temple kind of being a little shady. That's the word, shady. There you go, shady. Being a little shady. And then we also had the one with Shion and Tenchi, which was cool to see because Shion was one of the newer characters, and we already got to see her pretty quick off the bat. And we also get to see the relationship between Tenchi and Shion, because you only get to see that relationship during an ending in Antenemy. So you really want to see that unless you played the game and beaten the route. So that would not have been noticed otherwise. So it was nice to see it in print work. Let me check. So I'm gonna show you guys. It's just nice the way they've set it up now since it's all English. So shows you your crit rate, crit power, item drop, and all that, right? So equipment. So this right is the items. So show you like the basics of what we have and what we can run with. This one's obviously the better items just in general. Unfortunately, it says the item, but it doesn't change Sakya's thing. Like what I would have liked is if this was a deck brush, we have like a brush for Sakya, and she would remove the knife, and when we would have a whole different fighting style. You know what I mean? That would have been amazing. But I guess we couldn't get them all right. And let's say apron, right? Yeah, obviously it's simply an apron, but it would have been nice to have different, show a different thing, kind of like because it shows the stats like an RPG, but it would have been nice to see the gear, because right now you see Sakya's portrait, and it's cool and all, but nothing really comes out of it. Like you don't really need to see that. Just the stats is all that matters. But that's besides my point. So yeah, it was nice to see again Tenchi, Shion, and then we had the Mirroring Temple shown once more. And another thing I wanted to note was that Visionary actually had a lot more chapters, surprisingly, as far as I'm wary. And that's funny because I think that's supposed to be the quarterly at least. So having more chapters is kind of out there for me. But anyway, so a lot of good stuff happened, like accessories. So there you go. So this is just the random shit that happens. So now I have another diamond, use more spells. So for that one, I kind of have a list set up here because there's actually a few more stuff here. Let me check in a second. Give me a second. Let's see. Hopefully he didn't mess anything up. Okay, good. Yeah, there were like 5 chapters as of this recording. So let's see. Let me look at it right now. Oh man, it's so awkward. Cause I'm playing this on full screen and it closes other things down. So I have to. I wish I played this. I wish I did this in Windows, but whatever. Okay, so Visionary was nice because it showcased more of the fairies, obviously. By that I mean it showed Eternity, which was nice. And not only that, Eternity was hanging out with the fairies and with the 3 fairies of light, because obviously she already knew Chiwino because of Hidden. But it was nice to see her popping it into, you know, in the print works as well. Pretty early too, I would say, as wary, as far as I know. And then when it comes to the other, and then we have another part, you know, the next chapter, which is pretty much more of the fairies, but this time was nice because we saw Clownplease and Eternity meeting. And it was cool because, you know, the 2 newest fairies, because we hadn't really had much fairies characters ever since, actually the 3 fairies of light, Lily White, and yeah, I think Lily White was technically the newest one, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think so, because I think it depends if the, actually no, I think Lily White came first in PCB, and then after that, correct me if I'm wrong, I think she was PCB first, and then the Sangutse series, aka the Visionary, the Fairies of Light series came in, so that would have been that, and I think that was about it for fairies until Clownplease came in, you know, Legacy, and then Eternity. So, you know, we've been getting a lot of fairy characters as of recently. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And it was nice to see them interact. And not even that, Eternity was like actually pretty smart. Like, she even knew how to use Clownplease's ability better than freaking Clownplease herself, which is interesting because when you read the chapter, you're like, whoa, how the hell does Eternity know how to manipulate or use the torch Clownplease has? It's something I'll be talking about in Interesting Toe Facts, but it's just something to note that it was pretty intriguing how, you know, Eternity knew pretty well, which is really cool to see. Now, what's next to talk about? And then the next one, next chapter was, actually, I just read this chapter today because for some reason, I don't know how, but I skipped chapter 10 and read chapter 11 and 12 for some fucking reason. I don't know how, but yeah. So I read chapter 11 and 12 first, but I'm gonna talk about chapter 10. Chapter 10 was just, you know, another chapter with partying with the girls. But the nice thing was that we get to see Hecate in that chapter, which, you know, it's not her first time showing up in the print work, because we've seen her as cameo, and then she had a few lines talking to Clownplease in the beginning. So we get a new equipment, as you saw. Bladed deck brush. This is kind of like, I guess you could say the rare variety. Like when it goes purple, a different variety than you normally get. And then understand that even though it's the same name, deck brush and deck brush, there's still some differences. Like right here, you see this one, it's less attack and one less critical rate. Well, this one has less attack power, but more critical rate in that. I'll go for this one, cause like my base more on that. So yeah, it was nice to see Hecate, and she didn't have the biggest role, but it was nice to see her talk to Hecate more, Clownplease and Hecate, and see how their relationship goes more. It was fun to see how they interacted, because you didn't get to see that until that chapter as much. And we also see the role of why Clownplease is in it is a lot much more than I was expecting. You know, there's a whole deal with hell. So, and then, you know, Hecate has Clownplease at Gensokyo for kind of monitoring purposes. And just as a backup, she considers Clownplease as her ace, which is pretty cool because, you don't want to think fairies as really important, but, you know, Hecate really values Clownplease and her abilities, so it's cool to see. Remember, Hecate has no fucking pushover. It's saying that, you know, Gensokyo and the lunar capital, she is a fucking badass. But obviously, hell, the netherworld, Hegan, whatever, she's not the strongest there because it's not elaborated. But, you know, the idea that, you know, she's really counting on Clownplease is really cool to see, and it shows potential in Clownplease's character, depending we see him more in terms of printworks, games, whatever. Or maybe Zune just did that just to hype her out and never do anything again. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay? So there's that. Then in chapter 11 and 12, it's just the fairies kind of interacting with the Kappa and having a little bit of fun with that. So nothing too plot relevant, but it was just fun to see the Kappas dealing with Neatery and all that. So there was that. And then what else do I want to talk about? So that's for Visionary, and I already talked about Forbidden. And now obviously the big one I would say is Violet Detective. So obviously this was a game I don't know if any of us were really expecting to come out this year. Maybe next year, because it's usually a 2-year gap for games. At least the main games. The main games usually have like a 2-year gap, a 2-year for every time to come out. And then you know, it was based on Sumuriko. So again, I was not surprised in the sense that we would have to star Sumuriko, because one, she's a human from the outside world, which is pretty big, and because, you know, Sana is also from human from outside world who's in Gensokyo, but the difference is Sana is living in Gensokyo while Sumuriko is just visiting. And not only that, you know, since we've already dealt with her back in Urban, we have some idea of how she is and the print works, because we see her, and actually quite a few print works. We see her in Wild, we see her in what you call it, in Curiosity, and she's actually a pretty important character in Curiosity. So yeah, she has a bigger role. So like seeing how often she was shown, again, why I'm not surprised she was playable later on. It was also nice to see Sumuriko in Zoonstar, because obviously Sumuriko was originally based on Moe Harukawa, however the fuck you say her. I think it's her name. The author is a female. The artist is a female for Forbidden Scrolly. So it's nice to see Zoon's rendition of Sumuriko. Definitely not as, I guess you could say, does not look as visually amazing as, what you say again, the artist for Forbidden, but it got the job done. So yeah, and then it was fun to see her, you know, tackling on the spell cards, going a whole, I guess you could say, social media style with that, with taking pictures and all that. Different from Aya, because she's not reporting it to people, but she is posting on her Facebook or whatever, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever you want. She's using supposedly. And then you know, also another cool thing I liked about it is because they had the dual interaction. For those who don't know what I'm referring to, in the game, once you go to a higher stage, which you guys didn't see, which you did not see from my playthrough, I saw from Yats and other people. There's during some spell cards, you will have a double battle. In a sense, you will take on two bosses. So one of them is examples like Eiki and Yuyuko, or like Yukari or someone else, like kind of thing. So you can, so they kind of double up, and then what the nice thing is, they combine their spell cards to make something new. So they do two old things to make one new thing, which is nice to see. And what, you know, it's nice to see some characters doing that. Obviously, we don't see them interacting in a sense because we don't see dialogue from that. But it was nice to see them doing spell cards to try to take down Sumuriko or something like that. So it was fun to see. Unfortunately, you know, well, I mean, the translation now, but I'm kind of too lazy to get it, because really the most translations we're gonna get is from Sumuriko's point of view of what her random comments are. But it'll be important to recover, just in case anything is important I want to make note of, but nothing too intense. Alright, so this is a boss battle, which I'll kind of skip because I already know how this is going to turn out. If you guys want to see how this plays out, I have a playthrough already, because, you know, I've done this before. For those who don't know, I played this long time ago, like in the earlier years of my channel. So this is why I'm not covering it again. I'm just playing this for fun, and talking at the same time to cover what's happened over the years. But I love this fucking game. I really do. One of my favorite fan games. It's like, visually looks good, it plays good, it feels good, and then you have a variety of characters. Because you're starting with Sakya, but you can play with Vermilia or Sakya right off the bat. I just chose Sakya because I like her playstyle a little more. But you know, you can choose whichever you want if you start the game up. So that's nice. So anyway, so there's that. So Valley Detector, there's that. Nice to see how it played out, and you know, difficult and whatnot. Fucking annoying. Not fun for me, because I suck with those games. I'm better with the fighters, that's for sure. So that's as far as I know in canon. So that's all the canon material I can think of. Obviously, if I had translated all that shit, I probably could discuss a little bit more with Sumuriko's deal, or how the characters, when they paired up and fought against Sumuriko. But that's all I got for now. So let's go to personal stuff in terms of YouTube and all that, right? So give me 2 seconds. Gonna pause this. So let's see what parts I wanted to talk about here. Okay, so there you go. So because I had to write this down just to make sure I had the main topics I wanted to discuss with this video. So, and now this is the real talk shit, alright? So that was the canon stuff, which, you know, more facts or whatever, and in my opinions on it. So this is gonna be the real shit that's gonna be dealing with me and other aspects in terms of YouTube and the Touhou YouTube in general, which is pretty different, I would say. Not something I really usually discuss as often. So I want to talk about myself first. So now when it comes to me personally, I have been feeling a little bit, I want to say burnout, but I guess it's more, I would refer to it as more as a little bit disheartening, or I guess you say disappointment. And what am I referring to this? So obviously, since I have a YouTube channel, I manage it and check everything out as best as I can, right? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to check my analytics to see how it plays out. For those who are not aware, when you have a YouTube channel, and then obviously when you're uploading videos, YouTube gives you a section to check out your statistics and all that, so you have an understanding of how things turned out. And I look at my analytics quite often, so I can get a good view, gauge of how my interactions are for my videos. And it's not doing so good. It's definitely not doing so good. It's been on a down curve for the last, I think, 3 to 4 months, which is unfortunate because this year has been a pretty good rise in terms of subs, which is because from January to I think April or May, it was really doing good. It was like fucking good. Like for a while, I was hoping for it. It was beyond my expectation, but now it's hitting pretty low. Like during those months, I was hitting like maybe 100 to 150 subs a month, which was good for me. I was happy with that. But now at this point, like at this current time, October, I'm not even hitting 100. Right now it's saying like I'm at like 80 or something. So I'm not feeling, you know, it's just kind of disheartening to see that. And it also shows in my views, likes, and all that. So it's just kind of, you know what? Let me check real quickly. Because right now I think OBS should show you the game. Yeah, it should show you the game so I can look at my thing without showing you everything. Which reminds me, I should upload the next video right now, because you know I always have to like things set up just in case things go haywire, like with computer problems. So alright, so I can upload, making the next video public, there you go. Because I already uploaded this, I need to make it public. Okay, this video is public now, which is good to go. Alright, good. So I'm looking at my analytics right now. Let's see. My subs has definitely not been doing as hot as I would like. Now, views and watch time, they could be doing better. Like I've noticed they're not the worst thing. It is downwards, but it's a little bit. It's not as bad as I would have imagined. Because I've seen these kind of numbers before. It's because I had a high peak before with that, and now it's trending down with the time. Even though it's not as significant, but it is noticeable. But yeah. But yeah. So with that in mind, you know, it feels heartening to see, you know, your analytics and seeing, you know, it's going on a downward trend. You never want to see that as a YouTube content creator. But did I save? No, I did not. Okay, let's go with, I didn't save, did I? No. I mean, auto saves. Wait. Back to world map. There you go, patch leads library. I think auto saves, yeah, but as a backup, you never know, right? Just in case. There you go. So yeah. So continue on. I was debating if it was really burnout or like disheartening or just saddening. I guess I have to say probably a bit of saddening just because I was hoping for more, and I have been trying to put more effort, like I have, because you know I feel like in terms of like the effects, the comedic, what you call it again, the way I deliver it, I think it's getting better, but apparently not. But also it could be just Touhou in general. YouTube it's never been a strong thing. I'm not even going to joke and say, oh no, it's just a bad thing. No, YouTube and Touhou with YouTube was never going to be a big thing. I know that. So, but you know, seeing going lower, that's not a fun thing to see. But yeah. It sucks on there, but not much you can do. And it is not just me though. Oh, cross up magic. Let's see. It's not just me though. Charge stab. Cross up magic. There you go. Okay, that's what it was. I totally forgot. So yeah. So I'm not the only one affected by, you know, just lower viewers and participation and whatnot. So it is some, I'm going to be discussing this part as well, but I just want to continue focusing on me. So right now, another thing I want to mention regarding, you know, a little bit disappointment is that there will come a point in time when it comes to my videos that I will stop playing games. Now you may think, what? But Magi, you do that all the time. Yes, I know, right? But the thing is, I am running out of games I want to play. Because understand, I've been doing this for 4 years now. I'm playing Touhou games for 4 years and making it a point to have an episode every single day. Think about it. 365 times 4, you can do the math, and that's all that's episodes right there I've uploaded for Touhou games. And you understand, Touhou has a lot of games, but they're not all the games I want to play. So that right there is the thing, and I don't want to ever play a game where I'm like, fuck. Well, like I don't want to play. Like I do that happens, but that's because, you know, it's my first time. I'm going into it because it's kind of like in the half zone, like, it could be interesting or it could be not. So I give it a shot, and then you know how I feel, and I drop it after. You've seen that happen before. But I look at games and I know exactly that I do not want to play them just because it does not fit my style, and I don't want to ever get to that point where I'm playing a game just to fill another video. So I'm letting you guys know it will happen eventually. I don't know when, because I still have some other games I want to continue, because we still gotta finish Labyrinth. That's still gonna happen. I do want to play Labyrinth too, because you know what, Labyrinth, as grindy as it was, it's still not a bad game. Like, it's definitely challenging. It's got its good moments. It's not a bad game. It's grindy as fuck, but that's the main point of the game. So yeah, there's obviously the Return of Touhou Mother, and then whatever other shit we can play. Future, obviously, the way I'm looking at it is, if I ever get to the point where I'm out of games I want to play, what will happen is that I stop playing games and stick to my weekly series. The weekly series I'll never stop, because I actually enjoy them still, even though, because look at, the funny thing is, these game videos, they're so easy, they're pretty easy to make. I'm not even gonna pretend to say they're hard. They're pretty easy. Spend 2-3 hours a day, set them up for a week, and that's it. But then my weekly videos, they are, you know, they can take up to 10 to 12 hours, 10 to 20 hours a video. That's not even counting character profiles. Don't even get me started on those, because those take a long time, which is why you don't see them often, because they take the most. And those, you only get a video a week, but I enjoy those a lot more. There's just something about it that makes it more enjoyable, because probably a lot more people watch those, which is what makes it more entertaining for me. So that's why I like to work on, I like those a lot more. It's just a lot more fun for me to work on. So, because it's the one content that no one really on YouTube has done, and while there are a few people who do gameplay videos, and I probably have, I'm gonna say monopoly, but I probably have the most, because in terms of views, just because I do it so consistently, and probably part of it is based on my viewerships gained from my, you know, my weekly series. Oh no, this is the, I remember one of this was shit. Oh, never mind, this was good. This was good. Alright, never mind. Okay, so yeah. So the weekly series will never die, because I know a lot of you guys watch the weekly series only, which is perfectly fine. The gameplay has always been there just as a bonus thing. The way I've always looked at it, originally I was looking at it as gameplay and then the weeklies as the bonus. But I'm looking at the other way around. The gameplays are the bonus and the weeklies are my main thing. So I enjoy them more. And I rarely get tired of them. Like, I can keep busting them out. I like to bust them out whenever I can. Like, you know, I enjoy working on them. Like, whenever, like even when I have moments of breaks, I always want to go back to them. I don't get that same kind of feeling with gameplay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do it because, you know, I gotta do it. But the weeklies, they my jam. So if it gets to the point of I stop doing gameplays, do not worry, weeklies will still come. So what I'm referring to the weekly is the top 10s, interesting Touhou facts, top 5 Touhou Doujin works, the memes, the theories, if we can get those. The theories are, you know, the tougher ones, because I'm still trying to get used to that one. And then character profiles as well, but character profiles are always the iffy one, because, you know, they're the tougher ones. So yeah. So that's the kind of the way I'm looking at it. Weeklies will always be a thing, never gone, because I love them too much. And just the gameplays, and I know you a good decent bunch of you guys will watch it, which I appreciate. I really appreciate the fact that you guys can deal with my shit every single day. It's impressive, and I love you guys for that. That's why I do it for you. Honestly, at this point, I do it for you guys. I straight up would have no problem stopping some games beforehand, like some of the other games I didn't want to play, but I did it at least just to get you guys some videos out. Okay, so that's the main reason why I still continue it, and that's why I still want to do the gameplays as best as I can. So yeah, I understand gameplay is mostly about you guys at this point now. It's just mostly for you guys. Unless it's a game I really don't want to play, then yeah, sorry. Even I have my limits there. So there's that, and I want to talk about some more other YouTube stuff that's not related to me. It's still on Touhou side, okay? So as you know, I'm buddy with Clownplease. Not Clownplease, Clownplease, you know, the Touhou memer, right? And he had a Discord, he has a Discord channel just for content creators. So, you know, it's just for content creators only, because he doesn't just want, he wanted it to be like a big thing like other channels do, which is respectable. Because honestly, you know, I don't do it, just for you guys who don't know, I don't have a Discord server I'll probably never have a Discord server. I'm just too lazy to upkeep it and manage it. I think Clown might have been the same way as I did, or maybe he just wanted to be a close-knit, that's the word, close-knit community of content creators like-minded. So there's that. But yeah, in the community, in the Discord with the other content creators, and most of them were Touhou memers, just like Clownplease. They also been noticing that memes have not been doing so well, and probably not be something not a lot of them be doing. So if you guys know any like other channels that are doing Touhou memes, understand that there's a good chance not a lot of them are going to be making memes in the future. This is what they said. Hopefully they're fine with me saying that, just because view-wise, and then it's just something that most of them are burning out from it. Because you gotta think about it. Making memes is pretty creative in the way they were doing it, in a sense. Because you gotta think of the idea, you gotta make some good videos that work with it, Touhou and real life, wherever you can, right? So that's not a very easy thing to do, and I respect them for doing that. That's pretty intensive. So that's why it's not. Don't be expecting a lot of memes. I'm lucky I was not I was doing memes personally. I was doing this while I'm doing, which was doing whatever its own thing, which had its advantages because it's the only channel doing it. So I have my advantages there. But yeah, so don't expecting too much memes in the future. Well, not like I was really doing memes, but you know what I mean. If you follow any other channel, which I follow a lot of them just because I want to support them and whatnot, but I know what they're doing in the future, so I have a good understanding of what's happening for those who are not wary. And then there's an unfortunate part that there's something I want to talk about. So I was just talking about Clownplease, right? So the biggest Touhou memer channel, right? Now, for those who are not wary, and understand, I did ask Clownplease to say this beforehand because I didn't want to spread any misinformation. I asked him personally first, and he said I was with the AOK on the whatever I was gonna say. Okay, so Clownplease told us, those in his server, that he is quitting making Touhou videos or just YouTube in general. So if you guys have followed Clownplease's channel, and you notice there hasn't been a lack of uploads, there's a reason for that. He doesn't want to do it anymore. I didn't ask him the specifics. I don't know if it's because of real life or other reasons, or he just burned out, but he's not doing it anymore. So I didn't want to bring bad news, but I had to tell you guys just so you guys at least have an understanding of what's going on. Because I was also understand that when Clownplease didn't upload for quite a while, like in a month spread, I had a suspicion he was kind of burning out, or he was not feeling it. Because as a content creator, you're usually not gonna stop making shit after that long, unless depending on the type of video. And the memes, while they're creative, they don't take a month usually. Depending, and I've seen Clown has amazing memes, but I know they're not gonna take a month long. So I knew he was kind of burning out. But him quitting was disheartening to hear because he and I are homies. You guys know I've made videos with both of us. Have made videos together, and I consider him a homie. We've made videos together. Hell, the server I'm talking. I just mentioned that he had a Discord server, right? I was the first one he invited to when we did our collab. He made that server, and I was the first one to be joining into the server. So, and it's saddened too because Clown also left his server, so it sucks too because the Clown's not there. I can still talk to him whenever I need to because I have him in my friend's contact on Discord, so I can talk to him whenever I need to. But it shows, and he left his server and gave it to the other people to monitor it. So it's just a server for content creators, but there's no Clownplease. We still have the Clown. We still have his channel icon for the Discord server. Just as an honor for our homie, so Clown, just so you know, we're never changing it because it's we'll still consider it your server, homie. Understand that? You still my homie, so that's why it sucks because he's a homie. Like you've seen me work together with him. I've talked with him personally, and for those who don't know, there was if you guys seen his content Yama video, the whole part where it was kind of ripping on Don't Watch, which I'm gonna be transparent here. I was neutral on the whole fiasco deal. Him ripping Don't replying back with all that shit. I was neutral at it, and I even criticized Clown's video. Okay, I know it's not the main subject, but just to let you guys know, while Clown is my homie, That does not mean that if he does some shit I don't like, I'm not gonna call him out for it. He's just not like I will call out my friends no matter what, if they did something stupid. Like if they did something I don't agree with for a specific reason, I'll call them out. Cause I did it to Clown. He knows very well I called him out on one part. Like some parts I didn't like about the video because there was no point to it. It was personally attacking. Cause like Clown, when he did the video on the content Yama, there were some parts I agreed to. I definitely agreed to, like, don't deserve parts of it. And I also want you guys to know, I'm buddies, I guess you could say buddies, or like, I know Don't. I talked to Don't a few times. I talked to Don't a few times. I'm in his Discord, I'm in a lot of Discord server at this point, yeah, but he knows me. And I also mentioned my position in the whole fiasco where I was talking to Clown and mentioned there were parts I didn't like, but there were also parts that I did not. I was fine with him talking about, like, you know, when Don't did his, you know, shit. I didn't defend him on that, but there are parts where Don't didn't deserve the blasting, and I called Clown on that. So just to go, so I'm just telling you guys, like, you know, my relationship with Clown and how it turns out, like, you know, he's my buddy, but if he does some stupid shit, I'm calling it out on it. He knows that full well, cause you know, cause I don't want to think like he can get away with anything he wanted. No, I'm calling him out. I'm calling my homie out if he's doing some stupid shit. So yeah. But that was the only bad case. But you know, just wanted to let you guys know, like, Clown is my homie. He'll always be my homie. And Clown, if you're watching, you know you my homie. That has not changed. And even though the content Yama parts I agreed with, you know, I talked to you personally about that. You know there are parts I disagreed with. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. So yeah, so that is the unfortunate part. Clown is done with YouTube for now, and he's left to his own server. So I'm officially the oldest member of the server now, and I'm barely talking it. That's so unfortunate. Oh well, not much I can do about that. Just times have changed, my friends. Times have changed. Not much I can do about it. Oh yeah, fucking! I love this portion where you can use your weapons to destroy Damako, as long as it's reasonable. But yeah. Wriggle? You gonna Wriggle kick my ass? Because I know you want to. You're gonna call your army, the Nazi army on me? Are you? Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, okay. But yeah. So I think as far as I can tell right now, I think I've discussed all the things I wanted to discuss when it comes to the 4-year anniversary video. Just some personal stuff, like I was almost burnout for the gameplays. I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit of burnout on that, but it was also a bit like disheartening and saddening for just in general how the channel has been on a decline. I'm not losing subs, no, I'm not losing subs, but it's not, the growth is not where I wanted. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. But unfortunately, with Clown gone, as you guys are unfortunately wary of now, the next Touhou channel I kind of want to surpass is Don't, because there's not really other Touhou channels I can think of that I can really, like, you know, I want to go up against in terms of trying to, like, surpass in subs. Because I kind of consider it as a competition. If I can surpass them, obviously we do different content, but we're still Touhou in general. So I want to see if I can surpass Don't Watch. Don't has a pretty big, you know, has a pretty big audience. His memes are pretty funny at times, kind of out there. No, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say it's good every single time for pure Touhou, but it's enjoyable. And he also runs a Discord server, so you know he's got his viewers there and whatnot, and he chills with them a lot. So that's a good thing. It's something I should be doing to, you know, retain more audience, but whatever. I'm just too lazy to do that. I already talk to you guys in comments every day, so I think that's good enough in my end. So yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I really want to, yeah, because Don't Watch is the only channel I really want to try to surpass in terms of viewership, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Not with my content, because I know what my content is. It's hard to beat memes, I don't lie. When memes were at their height, they were hard because you can pop the content much faster depending on how creative you are, and people love short content. People love short content much more. While YouTube loves the long content, people in general love short content. I love short content too. Like I can pop, like back when everybody was doing memes, I could just look at a meme, 30 seconds, got the gist of it, I laughed a good bit, and I was done. That was about it. I didn't have to really do much more about it, but that is not the case no more. because a lot of them are trying to drift away from that and doing other things, which is respectable. But yeah, and I'm still, for now, I'm sticking to what I do best, making, you know, all the weekly and the gameplay. But I know the gameplay will stop once I feel I've exhausted every game that I want to play. And then obviously once I've exhausted all the games I've wanted to play, what I'll do is I'll wait till a new game comes out, like on the Steam, on some other shit happening, or like the Switch, because I'm definitely gonna be playing the Switch games, the Touhou Switch games. That will boost a bit, but depending on how long those games. I know there's like an RPG game, I think similar to Pokemon Dungeons, I could be wrong. And in some other games as well. So I'll be playing those whenever I can. So that's the main goal. But I just want to let you guys know that is the situation that's happening so far. It has some good moments, it has some bad moments overall the year. The Canon stuff, like, you know, the stuff Zoom releasing on, that's good stuff. That's good shit. That's good shit. I'm happy with that. But the personal stuff when it comes to the channel, the videos, and well, the videos I guess are fine for now, but just the channel decline of growth, not the highest I would want to say, the loss of Clownplease, and then don't expect a lot of memes. There are some channels that are still dedicated, but they're not at high fast pace as they used to be. So there you go. Sucks, man. So Clownplease, Clown, my homie. This video's for, well, obviously it's my 4th anniversary. This video was out for you, homie. You said you want to see it? I'll show it to you, homie. Whatever you want to do in your life, I hope it turns out well for you, my boy. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. It was a good time, man. So it's hard. It's kind of hard. It hurts to leave it out like this, but not all things end off positively. That is for sure. So yeah. But even though it's not positively, I still want to thank every single one of you sons of bitches, man, for sticking with me for 4 years. I know I've been on a little rant and talk about other stuff, but I keep forgetting this is about me, as selfish as this may be. But it's my fucking video. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, right? So yeah, I want to thank every single one of you sons of bitches, like I mentioned, for watching my videos, for sticking with me. Wait a minute. Okay, good. It's actually recording the audio. For a second there, I was wondering if Audacity was recording this shit. I was like, are you recording this? Okay, you are recording this, so yeah. Yeah. That's everything I wanted to talk about. Again, thank you so much. 4 years, guys. That is a pretty big accomplishment. And even though I did say there is a sharp decline, or like, you know, a decline from my usual growth, I'm still sitting at 4,700. That is still impressive for a Touhou channel. I can't deny that. I'm hoping to hit 10K, as obvious, because that was my main goal back when I first hit 1,000. If it hit 1,000, that'd be fucking amazing. But that'll take, depending at this rate, it'll feel like it'll take probably more years, which sucks. But I'm hoping that will change in the future. But not much I can do about that at the current moment. So yeah, still, it's been awesome, man. Another year of Touhou, and no doubt I'm still gonna be making videos. Nothing's gonna change. Only gameplay could change. That is the only thing I can foresee that changes. I just stop completely and wait for new games. But that's the only thing. The weeklies, I still love them a lot. I still love those videos. They're still real fun to make. I can never get tired of those. And I've been doing it for so long. Like those videos, I've been doing it for so long. And plus, there's so much content to cover for those. I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm pretty solid on that. But yeah, that's it for my 4-year anniversary video. This is not as collaborative or creative as the one with the OVGM, which I believe was like the 1-year the remix of the Interesting Touhou Facts, the first one. But I'm still happy with it, because, you know, as a content creator, I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from at times, because I don't always tell the backgrounds of my feelings and opinions and what's going on with Touhou, YouTube, and all that, because you guys I don't feel like you need to be bothered with that all the time. You guys see the video, the gameplay, or, you know, the weekly, and then you're good to go. But I feel like, you know what, tell you guys about it just so you guys have an understanding where I'm coming from right now. And yeah, but yeah, I think that should be it. Almost 40 minutes. It's gonna be 40 minutes when I'm closing it off. But yeah. That was one hell of a video, man. One hell of a video. Again, like always, this is Magi, and thanks for watching again for another year. And let's make the 5th one an even greater one. And Clownplease, this one's dedicated to you, homie. I salute you, bro. And like I said, whatever you do, man, know that I'm with you, man. You were a great memer. You were a great memer. You inspired people. You inspired the motherfuckers in the server. You brought a whole generation of new content creators into the scene, and I'm happy with that. Happy with that. And on the plus side, at least the videos are up. Okay. I was about to end it off, but I'm gonna get a little mad here. I'm gonna get a little mad here for you guys to know. Okay. So, Clownplease is gonna keep his videos up, which I said I was really happy to have his videos up because even though he's gone, his video will be his legacy, and then people can watch and enjoy the videos. That's the important part. Now, I'm happy with that. Now, the thing is, now you guys know I talked about Cyrus, or Cyryes, right? He was the one who made that shit. He was the one who had they had the videos, the shit posts of whatever with the shitty language, and the teenage typing skills, right? I loved Cyrus's work, and then Cyrus stopped making his shit posts and started going with music, and I respected that. His decision. Now, I did not respect, or I guess I was pissed off, is that either he deleted or privated all his old shit posts. Now, Cyrus reasoned that they wanted to do it because they didn't want people to associate with them, the shit posts with them. And I don't like that. I honestly don't like that. If you want to make your music shit, fine. Be my guest. But don't delete the old shit. This stuff, because you gotta understand, Cyrus had a big following because of his shit posts, and he's gonna delete all the old memes, or whatever you want to call it, and just try to go with music like nothing's happened? Really? Like, I'm pissed. Like, I unsubscribed the moment all those videos got privated, and I learned I was done. Like, he had his music stuff, I still subscribe, check it out a bit, but because at the moment he privated away or just didn't show it, I was fucking done. You maybe think it's just selfish or whatever, but you gotta understand, he may not liked it, or Cyrus may not liked it. I think it's a guy, but I'm just gonna assume they for now, just to be safe. So they might not like it, and they may not like being associated with being shitposts, but it was still an honor, I would say, because think about it. Like, the way I look at it, Cyrus was known so much for in the community. You may even know shitposts, that could be good or bad, but you were still well known in the scene, Touhou in general, which was really good in my opinion. And you kind of ruined your legacy in my opinion by just straight up privating it. Like, I'm fucking mad about that. Like, if I ever quit YouTube, which I don't plan on doing, but if I ever do, I'll leave all my videos up just so people can understand and learn. That's the point. Like, just enjoy. Like, I posted videos that probably could be privated because they have nothing to do with Touhou, like my old WoW videos, the original uploaded ones, and the Walking Dead one with my friend. But I'm not gonna do that because that was part of me. Because I think, like, your old videos are important to you, like they're part of you. They're like, you made them, and whatever you were at the time, that was what created. It's hard to explain, but like, it's your legacy. There you go. That's what I want to say. It's your legacy. Those are your videos, man. You don't want to just private them away from people to see. May not be the best, but I think leaving it out in public, even as a shitpost, it's still important in my opinion. Which is why some of my old videos are kind of cringy, not the best in terms of quality. I leave them out. I think it's important to kind of get a perspective in terms of how far you've proven. And not only that, a lot of people love the shitpost. I love them too. I fucking love them. They were so creative. Like, I know they're shitposts, but they're very creative. Like, and then when he started using the photo manipulation, like the faces, those were so fucking good. Like, I'm so mad about that. I'm so, like, I'm fucking mad. Like, with Clown, at least the videos are up forever. Or until it's YouTube being a fucking asshole. But obviously, if YouTube's doing their shit, that's their fault. That's not the creator's fault. So yeah, I know it's not a good thing to go blasting or bashing, but I gotta be straight with you guys. I'm fucking mad about that. That's the one thing I could never get over. That's the one thing I can never get over. Yeah. Not the most popular opinion. I don't think it is, but hey, man, you're gonna private all your goddamn awesome videos that you may not like, but it was awesome to many. Fuck, man, I'm gonna go ham. I have no mercy on that. And like, I have no idea if he's active because I unsubscribed, but whatever. Sorry, that's whatever he wants. Okay, enough of my, I think that was like a 5-minute rant about the whole deal, okay? I love how I was supposed to end it, but I went on a 5-minute rant. Hey man, shit happens! That's what you got when you run with me, man. But yeah, like I said, man, another year, let's make it a fucking kick-ass one, even if it's less gameplay, depending on the situation. Clown, you my homie, and never fucking private your video unless YouTube says fuck you. Then you can't do much about that, you know? I'll see you guys in the next video.